Hello, buddy. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is Gratitude. Gratitude. So if you're getting on here, we'll wait for Mark Zuckerberg to go out there and share with everyone. And thank you, Meta. Thank you, Facebook. And you also can go to roberthollis.com/free. And I'll give you a digital copy of How Is That Working? Rat Race to Freedom. So hello, Bill. How are you? Hi, Craig. Hi, Kai. Great to see you guys on here. I appreciate your love and support. Means a bunches to me. I don't like doing videos with no audience. Hey, Matthew, how are you? John Tier. Again, Craig, thank you so much. Hey, Author, how are you? Paul, Jen. Hi, Jen. Great to have you on here. Hello to you guys. And hey, Peter, how are you? Appreciate you. And we look like we're a minute in already. So it looks like I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hello, buddy. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's word, our subject is gratitude. Gratitude. So what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm just going to click on another page and sort of read this description. You know, the quality of being thankful. The readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. Gratitude, thankfulness, or gratefulness is from the Latin word that means pleasing or thankful. It is regarded as a feeling of appreciation by a recipient from another kindness and giving gifts. Help. Listen, this can be gifts, help, favors, and other forms of generosity. So, you know, it's funny. I always talk about, could you do me a huge favor? Could you help me out? I'd really appreciate you. I didn't know that those three words were all in the description of the word gratitude, or gratefulness, thankfulness. So, you know, it's pretty interesting because if you're out asking people to do you a huge personal favor, and you appreciate them, and could you help me out? Could you do me a kindness? It's sort of interesting that, you know, this industry and this world is all about sorting and looking for people that are at the right place at the right time. And you know, I have so much gratitude, and I want to share with each and every one of you during the holiday season or any time. You know, people are mentally, physically, not in gratitude, or in gratitude. And so I pray that each and every one of you don't have to totally relate back to a time when things were not so good. But a lot of people, I thought I'd bring this up today because people ask me all the time. They ask me all the time, man, Robert, you're just so happy. You're so full of joy. You know, you seem like you got such a peace of mind. You're so vulnerable. And, you know, this actually comes from me actually looking at my present moment now, no opportunity wasted, and living in the present and living in the now. And fortunately, see, I just, it's funny, a word popped in my head just right now. Fortunately, there were things that happened when I was young. You could read about the story in this book. But you know, I got taken away from my parents as a child. So, you know, celebrating Christmas, not being around your family. Yeah. So, you know, being in a home and celebrating Christmas with a bunch of strangers. And, you know, so each and every day, you know, it's easy to be grateful for me. I pray and I hope that you don't have to respond back to a time in your life. And then because that was not really good and I was following the wrong people, listening to the wrong people, then I got to spend my 18th Christmas I got to celebrate that Christmas in a prison cell. So all by myself in a prison cell. So a lot of people don't realize that what would be a word? They don't throw Christmas parties in prison. You know what I mean? We don't exchange gifts. We don't hang around the tree. Uh, so it's easy for me to be grateful. And so all of a sudden, when I'm out of that, I decide to change my life. Did you guys hear me that fortunately, I have things like that that allows me to be grateful all day, every day. I've told people that are close to me, my son knows this, is that when I wake up in the morning and it's not in a prison cell, it's a great day. It's an awesome day. And and then all of a sudden I got a good job, I'm making good money, and then all of a sudden I get hurt on the job. And I mess up my knee and they tell me I can't be a mechanic anymore. So all of a sudden, not only is my identity taken from me, but now all of a sudden it's like I don't know how I'm going to provide for my family. And again, I ask for help. Do me a favor, please, and connect me with an individual, connect me with a group of people that can help me get out of this situation. So when I met my mentor and he showed me how to, find something of value and share it with other people so that they can change and have a valuable life, that changed my life again. See, I'm always seeking, I'm always looking for ways to be able to, help other people. And so now I look at my life and year after year after year, I've just constantly left this large group of people that I have had something to do with, or people that I know have had something to do with, or people that I know that have something to do with. And now I've left this ripple of so many people that I've shared with where they can learn to be grateful. And so even though it was a hard time and I met my mentor, the very first thing that he said to me is he said, Robert, you got to go get this book, The Greatest Miracle in the World by Og Mandino. Go get this book. And he said, read it as quick as you can. And I didn't make any excuses. Normally when people told me, you need to read this book or you need to read this, I would tell them, listen, I don't read. I don't like to read. Instead of saying I'm dyslexic, another gift, another superpower. And but I wanted to change my life so much and so bad that I went immediately to the bookstore. I bought this book and I read it. And when I got to chapter 9, and read this chapter, it talked about a lot of other things that because I got hurt and because I lost my toolbox and, I didn't feel worthy of Terry, my wife now. So, I gave her a ticket and she flew back to Montana. So, and all of a sudden, my son is now living with his mother, in my first marriage, and I'm all by myself, and no electricity, and hiding the car from the repo man, getting eviction notice on my door, and those were some dark times, and we hear about people during these times and usually other times that all of a sudden they can't get to the mentality of gratitude. They can't get to the thoughts of how much their life is grateful. And so for that reason, their mind is set on not being okay. And we all know what that causes. It causes dis-ease. You're not easy. And that causes, stress, that causes depression, that causes all kinds of negative feelings where, you can actually feel like the world would be better off without you. And I've been there. I've been there a couple of times in my life, and thank God, I was able to find people to be able to steer me in a direction where I was, said I don't want to feel like this anymore. So someone gave me a direction. So when I read that and I started realizing, oh my God, why am I complaining? There's people that can't hear. There's people that can't see. There's people that can't feel. There's people that don't have any food. So all of a sudden, when you can get to that place of being grateful. And so, recently, and Craig, if you could help me with this, maybe post the YouTube video of Wanda. Kay, she's just got such this incredible voice for those of you that would like to, to hear the chapter. And, so to think that Terry and I, made a decision, because my heart's for children. I wish that someone would have intervened earlier in my life to tell me that everything was going to be okay and teach me how to be grateful in times. And so, thank you, Craig. So, I to think that Terry and I recently, just made a donation. Sometimes if you don't have money, I tell people you want to get grateful, go help out a homeless shelter, go help out a soup kitchen, something that where you can be around, visit, people in a nursing home, the children's hospital. There's all of a sudden places where, while this might not be a good Christmas for you in your mind, there's people that are on their hands and knees praying that they wish they had your Christmas or your holiday or your food, your warm place. And so, Terry and I, through the Zwagil Foundation, according to Leon, I just think he's so amazing, is that, we were able to make a donation to make sure that 400 children have a better Christmas than they would have had, and so, to think that there's 400 children that are going to have a better Christmas this year than they thought. So I love and appreciate each and every one of you. When I say love and appreciate, I do. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so thankful for you. And I ask that each and every one of you share this video so that if you know some people that are maybe mentally caught in a place where they're not grateful and they're like, this is going to suck. Terry and I, Matthew and my daughter-in-law, Hannah, they made a decision because of the icy roads that they won't be spending Christmas with us. And, they're healthy. They're healthy, and Milo, their dog, and they're happy and they're healthy. And my son, Robert Hollis Jr., him and his wife and Amy, and of course, Ryder and Olive, and now, Joey, their golden retriever. I'm thankful for them. And it makes you realize that, wow, you could either be grateful or you could be not grateful. So choose grateful. Choose gratitude. Have an attitude of gratitude. I love and I appreciate you. Please share this video. Do me a huge personal favor. I appreciate you. I need your help. Share this video with other people, and hopefully they'll look at the link below, and maybe the God Memorandum will help them, and maybe they have a way to be able to help some children that are less fortunate during these times. So love ya. See you on the next video. And if no one's giving you permission to be grateful and have gratitude and fulfillment and success in your life, let me be the first. My mentors did that for me, and people did that for me. I want to do that for you. Take care. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.